Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Falcon Athletic Complex here in Wardsville, Missouri for tonight's high school football game between the visiting Seaman Vikings from Topeka, Kansas, and your Blair Oaks Falcons. It's Friday night. I'm Ed Kniest, and it's time once again for Kniest keys to the ball game. For the Blair Oaks Falcons, it keeps them running. Last week against Boonville, the Falcons' rushing attack was off the charts as three different Falcon ball carriers ran for 100 yards as Blair Oaks won 56-27 over the Pirates. The Falcons ran for 428 yards on 43 attempts. That's an average of 9.9 yards per carry. And leading the ground attack was sophomore quarterback Tyler Bax with 169 yards on 18 carries and 3 touchdowns. Senior running back Eli Luckett added 137 yards on 13 attempts and 4 rushing touchdowns, while sophomore running back Hayden Lackman chipped in with 100 yards on only 8 runs. Of course, a lot of the credit for the success of the running game has to go to the guys up front, the offensive line. The Falcons' ability to have a consistent ground game will help them to control the game's tempo tonight against the Seaman Vikings from Topeka, Kansas. Second, the Falcons' defense is facing another high-powered offense. The Falcons' defense has been humming along once again in 2023. They are averaging 18.6 points allowed per game so far and have faced some pretty potent attacks. But head coach Ted LePage knows the Falcons will have to be on their guard once again tonight against the Seaman Vikings. The Vikings come in tonight just 2-2 on the season, but easily could be 4-0. They have been averaging 46.5 points per game this year and have lost their last 2 games, one in overtime and the other on the last series of the game. Look for the Falcons, led by senior linebacker Brady Kerperin and his team leading 66 tackles, to remain in control of the Vikings on the defensive side of the ball tonight. That was the Blair Oaks Marching Band with their national anthem, and the flag presentation tonight by the Cub Scout Pack 332 of right here in Wardsville.
Said, this is Blair Oaks High School, Wardsville, Missouri, just to the southeast of Jefferson City, of course, the capital of the state of Missouri. This is a rural district that has a lot of suburban aspects to it, as there are a lot of new subdivisions that have been built out here in the past 20 years or so. And the Blair Oaks Falcons have appeared in 7 state championship games. They have won 5 state championships, including 3 in the last 5 years. They are the reigning Class 2 state champions, although this year they will compete in Class 3 once we hit the state playoffs. Topeka Seaman, as I said, school of about 1,200 students. They play in Kansas Class 5. They are members of the United Kansas Conference, and they are 2-2 in conference play as well as overall on the season. The teams are meeting at midfield as it's the Blair Oaks Falcons taking on the Seaman Vikings. An interesting ball game here, Ed. You really can't get a feel for how this one might go.
I know, it's because you say Class 5 and you think, oh wow, Class 5, those are some big schools. That's Elias, you know. But then is Class 5 in Kansas, how is that compared to Class 5 in Missouri? Or is it, you know, very close, actually. You know, but we're getting ready here to for the kickoff. Kicking off for Seaman is number 37. That's Ethan Geiger. He's 6 foot, 155 pounds. He's listed only as a kicker. He is a junior. He approaches the ball, and here's Dick Aldrich, the voice of the Falcons, with our game.
And Geiger kicks it high and deep, and it's out of the end zone. And the Blair Oaks Falcons will take over 1st and 10 out at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, they hand off to Eli Luckett, who lost the football, and the fumble is recovered by Seaman. Huston on 1st down, rolling to his right, throws into the middle of the field, has a man wide open, and it's Barta who's going to dance into the end zone for the touchdown. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in. 1 play, 1 score, and that one goes in from 18 yards out from Huston to Barta at 11:44 to go in the first quarter. And it is the Seaman Vikings 7 and the Blair Oaks Falcons nothing on the Seaman Vikings. And that is your Tobin's Towing scoring drive summary on MidMoSportsOnline.com. This one is returnable. And here comes Joey Wilde out with it on the reverse. Goes to Lackman. Lackman is open down the sidelines. 30, 35, 40. And he jumps out of bounds as he is run down from behind. They will mark him out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Lackman gets up close behind Bax as Closser comes in motion, and they hand to Closser the receiver on the jet sweep. 50, 45, bumped out of bounds across the far sidelines inside Seaman territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Steadiness into their game here and just get a rhythm going.
And on first down, they hand off to Luckett, and he pile drives with a whole wave of green Blair Oaks Falcons jerseys inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 11 yards for the senior running back, Eli Luckett. And on first down, they hand Bax, going to keep it himself. He's got another first down inside the 20. And he dives his way inside the 20 down to about the 16-yard line. Give him a gain of 14 yards and another first down for the Falcons.
He got off in time before they snapped the ball, so no penalty there.
Back straight back to pass. Underneath, he finds a man turning up. It's Jaxon Engelbrecht. Jaxon Engelbrecht inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. That's a young sophomore, young junior into the lineup. That is Jaxon Engelbrecht, a junior, 5'11", 145 pounds in hair. And on first down, they hand off, probing over the right side and going towards the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
Well, that's how you answer an opening touchdown.
Eli Luckett, broken thumb and all, pushes it into the end zone. The Falcons get right back on the scoreboard with 10:05 to play in the first quarter. It's 7-6 Seaman as the Falcons. Nolan Laughlin, the senior kicker on, kicks it high and long, and it is good. 10:05 to play first quarter. Could have a track meet starting here tonight in Warrensville. Blair Oaks 7, Seaman 7 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex in Warrensville after this timeout. The man to his left, and they hand off, and the Falcons stop the man after a very short game. That was Jack Bloom, the running back, the 200-pounder, and he even got his helmet knocked off after a gain of a yard.
Yeah, Bloom got turned sideways at the line and was only able to get a yard.
On second down at about 8. Huston back, hands off to Tuttle. Tuttle trying around the right side, turns it up. He's going to be close to a first down as he gets it inside the 35, down to about the 31-yard line. And over there on the tackle, the sophomore is stepping in tonight, and that's Warren Davis, 160-pounder. So here is a third down and short from the Blair Oaks 30-yard line. Huston takes it, keeps it, up the middle he comes. He's spun around. I don't think he got the first down. Nope, they're going to give him the first down inside the 31-yard line. So the official on the far side comes walking in, gave him a good spot.
Yeah, he didn't.
No, they say it.
No, he did not get it.
He did not get it. Huston with Bloom to his right, takes the snap, steps back, wants to arch it to the end zone, and this is going to be caught for the touchdown. Touchdown Seaman as they go deep to Briar Findlay. 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Topeka Seaman 14, Blair Oaks 7 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And I'll bring up a third down and 15. Bax back to pass, and he's going to keep it himself. Rolling to his right, he's going to turn it up down the sidelines. 25, 30, 35. He's got the first down. Out across the 30-yard line to the 35-yard line. Give him a 20-yard gain and a first down. Bax the quarterback with Luckett behind him on second down and 9. Lackman in motion. Bax rolling to his left, looking, going deep down the sidelines, and a man knocked out, but a great catch! An unbelievable catch!
And there's penalty flags anyway, but he'll take the catch.
What a catch that was by Closser. He was knocked to the ground by the defensive back, and Closser came up with a rolling, diving catch at the 33-yard line. With 5:39 to play in the first quarter, they trail 14-7.
There you go.
There's a man wide open. Closser breaking behind the secondary. He's going to score. Touchdown, Falcons! Nick Closser in from 49 yards out, and I don't know what happened in the secondary there, but Seaman fell asleep. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up, and it is long enough, and it is good. 5:29 to go. Quarter number one. Blair Oaks 14, Topeka Seaman 14 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We will return to the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville after this timeout. At the quarterback and the controls for the Vikings of Seaman High School out at Topeka, Kansas. And on first down, Huston back to pass. Throws it towards the near side. Nearly picked off. Oh my! Knocked down by Sam Closser, the sophomore corner. Jumping the route. And had he intercepted it, it was a touchdown. Second down and 10. As they hand off to Bloom in the backfield, it makes one man miss, gets stood up and thrown down. Jaxon Marshall, the 240-pound defensive end, getting over there on the stop, and on the bottom was Blaha, the senior linebacker at 190 pounds. Quarterback Bax takes the snap, hands off, and up the middle. Luckett following his blockers. Look at that push by the offensive line all the way out to the 45-yard line. And as a big man yourself, Edward, you gotta like what the Green Wave is doing up front.
Yeah, you're just calling out the road graders right now.
Closser gets the fake, and it is Bax keeping his feet, and he gets inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line. 12-yard gain for Bax. Looked like he was stopped about 3 separate times, but kept his feet going.
We're going to have to start calling Tyler the Tasmanian Devil the way he's spinning it.
Second down. Moving man in motion, Lackman. They're going to throw him the ball out here on the right flat. Hayden looking for running room. He gets stood up. Keeps his feet to the 35, to the 30. And let's see where they'll mark him out of bounds. Inside the 30. Be very close to a first down at the Seaman 28-yard line. On third and very short. That's Rackers in motion, and Bax will
look out
to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5! Touchdown! Let's go!
There was one man back there that could get Tyler Bax, and Tyler just shrugged his shoulders, shook him off, and went the last 20 yards into the end zone, as that came from 29 yards out.
Tyler Bax in from 29. Laughlin in the game to kick the extra point, and he drills it through, and 2:58 to go in quarter number one. Blair Oaks 21, Seaman 14 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We will return to the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville, Missouri after this timeout.
And they'll take over. Seaman will at their own 20 here with 2:56 to go in the first quarter.
First and 10. Huston wants to run to his left, and he is hit and swallowed it. Back at the 17-yard line. Leading the tacklers for the Falcons was 78, Parker Bennett. And on the bottom, that looked like it might have been, yes, that was Bryson Varner. Gets up slow. Looks like he might have an equipment problem, as Huston was dropped for a 2-yard loss. Second and 12. As Huston rolls to his right, wants to throw, underneath, incomplete. Too low for the intended receiver. That was Barta out at about the 25-yard line.
On Huston to get him to dance around in the pocket and have to move around, because I think he's much less able thrower when he's on the move than he is when he's able to just sit back there in the pocket and chuck it.
Big Falcon crowd on their feet as Huston rolls to his right. Still looking, throws underneath and incomplete behind the intended receiver at about the 20-yard line. Once again, it was Barta. The Falcons were surrounding Barta. The pass came in low and behind Callan Barta, and it's another punting situation. Here is a high, short punt, nose up spiral that hits at the 40, nearly hit a Falcon. And Seaman dives on it like it did hit a Falcon. And they did hit a Falcon.
It hits.
As Huston, the junior quarterback, has Bloom to his right. Barta is the receiver to the right side. Huston rolling to his right, going to keep it, turns it up, puts his head down, gets spun around at the goal line. I don't think he made it. Falcons are going to make him work for it. Gain of a yard on the play. That looked like Joey Wilde coming up from the secondary on the stop. From inside the one. Huston. Bloom to his right. Huston takes the snap, runs to his right, dives for the end zone, and goes in for the touchdown. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. The running race is still on. Seaman 21, Blair Oaks 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. Extra point was good, and with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, it is Blair Oaks 21, Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com, and that is your Tobin's Towing scoring drive summer. One man to beat it. Here we go. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Joey Wilde, 15, 5, touchdown!
Jeff Curran with the block at the 10 to spring him over the final 10 yards.
That's got to be all of 98 yards. He took that nearly goal line, faked the reverse to Lackman, and then took it all the way. Joey Wilde. What a ball game we've got going on here tonight. Falcons 27 and Seaman 21. What a ball game. It's just the first quarter. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. It's high, it's long, and it is good. 27 seconds to play in the first quarter. Blair Oaks 28, Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex. Oaks Falcons 28, Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And that is your Tobin's Towing scoring drive summary. And Laughlin kicks it. It died at the 1. It died at the 1. Seaman's going to pick it up. Back at the 6. What else is going to happen? Oh my, what else is going to happen tonight? Clock stopped at 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. First and 10, Huston on the receiver screen to Barta. Barta breaks a tackle, lost the football, and it is... The Falcons can't get it. It is deep inside Falcon territory, and I can't believe it. Seaman got the football. Unbelievable. What else can go on? It's been a weird night with a full moon shining. It is the Blair Oaks Falcons 28, the Seaman Vikings 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And on second down, they hand off up the middle and no running room. That's the way it's been for Seaman tonight. No running room at all. As Bloom goes almost nowhere. Bryson Varner on the tackle for the Falcons.
They picked up 15 on that first pass interference, which was a little bit dubious.
Second and 10. Huston turns and hands to Bloom. Bloom gets through the first rank, and then he runs into Kerperin. Brady chops him down after a gain of about 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up third down and 7. Bloom to the left of Huston, wing to the left as Huston goes back to pass. Now he's going to step up and get hit and hauled down by Varner. Bryson Varner, the junior defensive tackle. 6'4", 220 pounds, pulls down Huston, and another loss on the play of about a yard. To Mississippi. New quarterback in on the third and long as they run to the right side, and he's going to get nothing. Simon Tuttle in a quarterback, and he gets sat right down on, and that was Brady Kerperin. You saw it coming all the way.
This is going to be a 40-yard field goal attempt.
Ends it up.
Low snap.
Ball down. Low snap. Falcons
off.
Get there. It is up. It is not going to be long enough. He didn't make it. Kerperin and Davis were right there.
On behalf of the Falcons.
Hand off to Luckett, coming around the near side. Turns it up 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Pulled out of bounds here midfield. Out at about the 50-yard line. That's what Lackman in motion. And they hand to Hayden. He's in the secondary. 40, 36-yard line. And a first down. Gain of 7 yards and a first down for the Blair Oaks Falcons. He's the power back. That's it. Lackman in the slot to the left side. That's him in motion back towards the right. And Bax pops it outside again. 30, 35, 30. Up the middle, 25. And dives for it. He's going to be close to the 20-yard line. And they do give him the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Falcons from the 20. They hand off coming around the near side. It's Closser down the sidelines to the 10. One man to beat. Cuts back. 5. End zone. Touchdown. Falcons. Oh, they mark him down short of the goal line.
Oh.
At the half-foot line.
Looked like he made it in.
Oh.
It did. It looked like...
First and goal to go for the Falcons inside the 1-yard line. 8:20 to go, second quarter, as Bax takes a snap and finds a way into the end zone. A touchdown, Falcons. With 6:16 to go in the second quarter, Blair Oaks 34, Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. A big drive puts the Falcons up. Laughlin on for the extra point with a man right in his face. He gets run, he got hammered as he kicked the ball through, but it goes for the extra point. A penalty penalty flag comes in. Actually, it was Closser. Nick Closser got hammered as the ball came back. And as Laughlin kicked it through, Closser got wiped out, and it's going to be a personal foul coming up against Seaman, so the Falcons will kick off 15 yards further up the field. But, be that as it may, the Falcons are back on the scoreboard. 6:16 to play in the second quarter. It is Blair Oaks 35, Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com.
11 plays, drove the length of the field, couldn't get any points. Oh!
On first down, Bloom gets his head taken off as he comes around the corner, and guess who? That bullet train called Brady Kerperin on the tackle for the Falcons. High snap, and the punter just barely gets away.
Get away.
It's a high short kick, and the Falcons are trying to spread out, man.
That almost hit somebody again.
Seaman at 40-yard line.
Seaman had a lot of men moving around in the backfield.
Bax steps up. He throws on under the gun to Wilson to
Davis.
Wilde dives and makes the catch at the 25-yard line. It's a first down.
Okay.
2:30 to go, second quarter. Blair Oaks 35, Seaman 21. Bax keeps it himself. Pile drives up the middle. Gets about the 5-yard line. It'll be just short of the first down. It'll bring up third down and very short. Lackman in motion. Bax turns and hands to Luckett. Pile drives his way. He's got the first down inside the 5, down to about the 2. And again, the line push that the Falcons are getting up front is just really impressive. And on first and goal, they give up the middle, and it is a touchdown, Falcons. They drive it into the end zone. And the Falcons get back on the scoreboard.
Who got that?
I don't know. I had to look down quickly, and Laughlin on the extra point, and he kicks it through. 1:41 to go in the second quarter. Blair Oaks 42, Topeka Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. The Class 5 team out of Kansas. First down and 10. Huston rolls to his left, looking to throw. Steps up, throws on the run down the middle. The passes to Barta. No, this is Finley. Lost the ball. Flipped out of his hand. Picked up by Closser. Closser, 10, 5, and he is pulled down.
Touchdown!
Falcons!
This is nuts. This is a nutty game.
A great play made, and I wish we knew who made that play from behind, but Closser picked it up and carried it in. It might have been Warren Davis chasing Finley across the field.
Was that Sam or Nick?
It was Sam Closser.
Okay.
Or Nick Closser, I'm sorry, 80, Nick Closser. Sam is 16.
Nick.
Laughlin on for the extra point, snap back, ball down, they kick us up, it's high, it's long, it's good. 49-21. Who'd have thunk it? Minute 18 to go in the second quarter. Blair Oaks in control at the Falcon Athletic Complex. And we'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex after this timeout on MidMoSportsOnline.com. Big with 40, hit from behind, still running, on his feet, 20, and the Falcons aren't going to get him. Cuts back again.
They might, but now
they are wrestling with him. He's going to be, is he in the end zone? He is. What a run.
No, he's down.
Mark him down at the 1-yard line. And the clock is stopped. No time left on the quarter.
That was...
He didn't make it.
That was like a
60-yard run.
Yeah, well, 59 and a half.
And the Falcons wrestled him down. Joey Wilde, I think, finally caught him.
Wow.
That's it for the first half, so the Falcons do not give up a score at the end of the first half. What a kooky night. With that Ganesh Dick Aldrich back at the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville, Missouri. We're at halftime with the Blair Oaks Falcons lead the Seaman Vikings out of Topeka, Kansas by the score of 49-21. And to not sound too maudlin or to sound too much like the Hoosiers, Sampson is taking on Goliath, and Sampson is up by 28 points.
High in St. Louis, and they're down 64-7.
And here is a kickoff that is fielded and being brought down at the 30-yard line as we're underway in the second half of play. Blair Oaks Falcons leading 49-21. And on the second down, they hand off, and a couple of yards on the play. As taking the ball was Jack Bloom, and hitting him first was Bryson Varner, and he hangs on after Bloom gets about 2 yards on the play. Fourth and a little bit less than a yard. Bloom to the right of Huston. Huston trying to get the Falcons to jump. They won't, so they turn and hand to Bloom. And he's hitting the backfield. The Falcons are going to stop him. He's not going to get the first down. The Falcons get the ball back.
They say he who hesitates is lost. On that scoop and score.
First and 10 for Huston. And the Seaman Vikings from their own 48. Huston back to pass. Setting, looking. Throws down the middle. Intercepted. He threw it right to a Falcon. And this is Kerperin to the 40, 35. And Brady turns inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Huston at the Seaman 33-yard line. Luckett in motion. Backs back to pass. Setting, looking down the middle. Has a man. It is complete. Luckett. Lackman touchdown. Falcons. Hayden Lackman zipping through the secondary. Split the safety in the corner. And Bax was right on the money. 8:26 to go, third quarter. It's 55-21.
33 yards.
33 yards on the completion. Laughlin on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, the ball is down, the kick is up, it's high, it's long, and it is good. No, not, 56, third 21. 35-point margin for the Falcons. 8:26 to go, third quarter. Blair Oaks 56, Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex after this timeout. As it's first and 10 from the 20-yard line for Seaman. Huston on first down, hands off to Bloom, and Bloom gets stacked up in the middle of the line and turned down. Bryson Varner and Doug Blaha on the stop there for the Falcons. And here is a third down and 9. Bloom to the left of Huston. Huston back to pass. Here comes the rush. Huston with the happy feet. Now starts to run. Loses the football. And the Falcons, I think, got it. The Falcons pulled it out. No, Seaman got it back. Oh, my goodness. But Huston had it ripped out of his hand.
Wrong. They have the location wrong here then.
And here is an underneath pass to Wilde, and Wilde spinning inside Seaman territory down to the 25-yard line. And that will be enough for a first down. That's what they're doing. They're letting the play clock run down under 10 seconds as Bax finally gets a play in from the sidelines. Lackman in motion, and they hand off to Hayden, trying to get to the outside, turns the corner to the 20, puts his head down, runs over a man at about the 15-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds where? At the 17. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Lackman comes back into the backfield as Bax keeps it himself. RPO, swing to the right side to Closser, to the 10, cuts it outside to the 5, rolls towards the end zone, and he's marked down inside the 1. Near the goal line, but he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Crystal City Hornets, and they are down at the half, 28-0 to Crystal City.
And out of the wishbone, the handoff to Brady Kerperin, and the All-State linebacker forces his way into the end zone out of the wishbone, and the Falcons are back on the scoreboard. It's 62-21. Laughlin on for the extra point. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up. It's high, it's long, and it is good. 1:46 to play, third quarter. Blair Oaks 63 and Seaman 21 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We'll return to the Falcon Athletic Complex in Wardsville after this timeout. The end of 3 quarters of play, and it's been all Blair Oaks all night long. Blair Oaks Falcons leading Seaman by the score of 63-21 as we start the fourth quarter with the running clock. Huston back to pass on first down and 10. Wants to blow deep. The ball is going to be tapped and nearly caught. Oh, Wilde went right through his hands at about the 40-yard line. And Briar Finley was going deeper, and it went right through his hands.
Get even with Odessa as they trail 35-28 in the third quarter.
Here's a quick pass in the middle, and Kobaczewski is lit up. Kobaczewski got hit by Rackers, and Kobaczewski is down. The big sophomore tight end, 6'4", 245 pounds, and Jace Rackers nearly cut him in half. Backup quarterback in there, the senior Meldrum comes in, as it was Wyatt Meldrum handing off to Dylan Kliegel. And Kliegel, a junior at 5'10", 160. Wyatt Meldrum, who's played a lot of football for this ball club. On second down, Meldrum keeps it himself. This is what he does best. He runs the football like nobody's business, and he's going to be very close to a first down, a couple yards short, as he'll pick up about 6 yards on the play. 8:13 to play in the fourth quarter. Falcons up 63-21. And on third and short, they hand to Hank Lueckenotte. He's got the first down, comes around the side on the fly sweep, and gets across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Hank Lueckenotte, he has been a real revelation. A junior at 5'10 and 160 pounds. And here is the victory formation. The Falcons start the clock, and that will do it. Blair Oaks Falcons won a ball game. They come in against a much bigger ball club, and Samson slays Goliath. 63-28.
David, you're mixing your biblical heroes. Samson.
Not Samson.
Yeah, David. Samson was Samson and Delilah.
Take me out of here. Good night. Falcons win at 63-28. We'll be back with Sunday School after this on MidMoSportsOnline.com.